whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
What does it say?
Runes symbolize the
Pneumonia. शामें फिर आएंगी, ये नजदीकियां फिर कहाँ, तुझ में खोया तुझ में खोई रहे तू, खुद को ढूंढ लेंगे फिर कभी, तुझसे मिलता रहूं मुझसे मिलती रहे तू, खुद से हम मिलेंगे फिर कभी, हाँ, फिर कभी।
For sure is a lot to see her. A sealed chest.
Boy, I hear your animal ahead.
I knew it was a boy.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, don't. Just whose hide is thick.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could
शायद कभी न कह सकूं मैं तुमको सुकून मिला कहे बिना समझ लो तुम शायद सुकून मिला शायद मेरे ख्याल में तुम एक दिन सुकून मिला मिलो मुझे कहीं पे गुम शायद तनु इतना प्यार करा एक पल विच सवार करा जावे जे मैनू छड़ के मौत दा इंतजार करा हर दिल हसी सा हुआ है सांसों को तूने छुआ है बड़ी तुझसे नजदीकियां सुकून मिला तेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ दी है तुझ तेरी सांस आके रुके मैं तुझको भूलना चाहता हूँ ये तू कभी सोच ना सके तेरे लिए दुनिया छोड़ दी है तुझ तेरी सांस आके रुके मैं तुझको भूलना चाहता हूँ ये तू कभी सोच ना सके वो तेरी खातिर करते पहले से ही क्या उसे तड़पाना जालिमा जालिमा वो तेरे इश्क में बहका पहले से ही क्या उसे बहकाना ओ जालिमा ओ जालिमा तो पलकी भी अब तो पूरी ना मुझको देना तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना धड़कन ये कहती है दिल तेरे बिन धड़के ना एक तू ही यार मेरा मुझको क्या दुनिया से लेना देखा हजारों दफा आपको फिर बेकरारी कैसी है संभाले संभलता नहीं ये दिल कुछ आप में बात ऐसी है आज दिल शायर 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 लगता है आज दिल शायर 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 लगता है उड़ता फिरे दिल आज दिल शायर 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 लगता है रहेंगे हम नहीं जो तुम ना हो रहेंगे हम नहीं ना चाहिए कुछ
Music.
तुमसे ज्यादा तुमसे कम नहीं
Boy.
तू जो नजरों के सामने कर होगा नहीं अखियां करे जी हजूरी तुझको देखे बिन मैं मर ना जाऊं कहीं तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा मन मस्त मगन बस तेरा नाम दोहरा है मन मस्त मगन मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो चल पड़े हम ऐसी रातें बेफिक्र हुए कि अब जाना कहाँ लापता हुए सारे रास्ते ढूंढेगा हमें ये ज़माना कहाँ लगी न छूटे
Boy!
लगी न छूटे
Where are you?
लगी न छूटे क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो महफिल में तेरी हम न रहे जो दिल का दरिया
Wait for me, boy!
राहों में यूं तू मिल गया मुश्किल से मैं संभला था
Atreus!
टूट गया फिर एक दफा मुझे खोने के बाद एक दिन तुम मुझे याद करोगे
Atreus!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Please, keep a steady grip. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die. Good. He seems stable and calm for now. Great thought. This way. That bow's a little big for you.
My mother made it for me. Said I'd come.
I've never seen her. She must miss you.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry.
महफिल में तेरी हम न रहे जो हम तो नहीं है
We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Emily!
Look!
It's all right.
Is he friendly?
Boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
He won't hurt anyone.
Quickly. Place him on the stave there. Keep him.
आसमां के परे एक जहां है कहीं झूठ सच का वहाँ कायदा ही नहीं वो भी क्या शाम थी मुझसे फिर टूट के बादल जुलाए थे
Still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah. My father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Oh, you don't?
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root rose just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
What else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Fine. Lamb's cress.
The lamb's cress, please. Time is critical.
सीने से तुम मेरे आके लग जाओ ना, डरते हो क्यों जरा पास तो आओ ना, तुम मेरी धड़कनों की सुनो। दूर जाने पे तेरे पास आता था मैं, रूठ जाने पे तेरे सर झुकाता था मैं, बिन तेरे जिंदगी का मैं क्या करूं, किस तरह मान लूं तू मेरा मैं तेरा नहीं। शाम ये नीली सी शाम आई तन्हाइयां ने तेरी याद, मैं हूँ तेरे बिना तन्हा, लौटा दे मुझे वो भीगा हुआ लम्हा, मुझको मेरी एक बार हुआ है, तो भी तेरा इंतजार हुआ है, मैं अधूरा अब तेरे बिना है, मैं अधूरा अब तेरे। शायद कभी न कह सकूं मैं तुमको, कहे बिना समझ लूं शायद।
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal?
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then
You did lose it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
Exactly what I need.
So he's gonna live?
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult. Himalaya. There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods. Follow this path down, then head towards daylight.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Oh boy.
This underground passage should put you back on your path to the mountain. Just use the boat. Wait, and take this. You can use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals. He needs rest, but I think he's out of danger.
Does he have a name?
Hildesfield. He's been a good friend for a long time.
Sorry. Guess we're going. Mom used to tell me. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask her. Doesn't look like it's working. I see a boat.
Follow me, Atreus.
Isn't that heavy?
Yes.
Doesn't seem heavy.
तैनू क्यों लगदा कि मैं किसे ड्रामे वर्गी आं तू जहां से भी प्यारा मेरा तू ही टूटा है तू अपना ख्याल क्या कर मैं हूँ यहाँ तू है यहाँ मेरी बाहों में आ भी जा
Touch the water.
Wow.
Do you know what is under the surface? Then do not touch the water.
मेरी अब सबसे है अनबन बनते, क्यों ये खुदा मेरे ख्याली में भी तेरा ही ख्याल बिछड़ना है जरूरी ये सवाल है, तेरी नजदीकियों की खुशी बेहिसाब थी, इससे फासले भी तेरे बेमिसाल
Now we'll get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here in all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods, or even my own beds.
You are not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea stinks. Look at that. It's Thor.
Thor, god of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh. That sounds like Baldur.
Baldur.
An Aesir god. Son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask? I see something. Just sitting there in the middle of a lake. I see runes there. This chest. Can't quite make it out. It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
The axe did not return. What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What does it say?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait, there's a shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it, that building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag. We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it in who knows how long.
You know that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so... big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looks pretty big to me. How long do you think this has been here?
A very long time.
Doesn't look like it's working. That's some statue. Who built it, you think?
I do not know.
What happened here?
Shipwreck.
Well, yeah. I wonder why it crashed. Should we dock here? Hey, look! A torch!
A torch is built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it? Right behind!
Well fought, you two.
You're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless.
Us?
Other spirits.
We have no desire.
Ah, but you...
Oh, he disappeared.
Come, let us not be distracted.
Mom called it Hell's Brand. Can't burn it, can't cut it. You wanna dock here? So, hey, it's another brazier.
I suppose you wish to light it.
Can I? I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are... Ready yourself, boy! Dead things. They have
It feels wrong to ignore. Ice magic! Watch your back!
Get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What, that boy? I thought as much.
Glad that's over.
I don't believe it. Are you both alive?
Another spirit.
Yes, another spirit.
Hello.
I can't remember the last time I saw something walk these islands that wasn't
Hey,
dead or
another brazier.
corrupted.
I suppose you wish to light
What do you
it.
mean? Can I?
Desolation, child. Plagues this land, growing more severe with each passing winter.
Do you know its
Okay.
cause?
Not for certain, but I suspect the appearance of the World Serpent, along with the great flood that followed. Many were drowned, myself among them. Dead began to walk not long after.
Do you need anything from us?
Boy, I only wish to speak to someone again. A wish you have just granted.
What do we need here? Vecchia. Let's hang on to it.
Roy, what did I tell you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty. And so...
Reflect longer.
I think you got him.
Adequate.
Boy, over here.
Kveikja.
Boy.
Kveikja.
Boy, over here.
Sir.
Boy.
Kveikja. Okay. That's going in the journal. Kveikja. That could be valuable. Kveikja! Well, worth a shot. I don't know these rings. If we find a cipher, I bet I could figure it out. I told you. We should go back with a cipher. I still can't read these. These are the ones I can't read.
What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Kratos was originally going to meet a different fate in God of War Ragnarok. I've got your daily update in the never-ending Microsoft and Activision Blizzard saga, and the free update is about to park on Gran Turismo 7. This is your daily fix. Big spoilers for God of War Ragnarok here, so fair warning. If you're like me, you may have expected Kratos to kick the bucket in Ragnarok, but of course, that didn't happen. In an early draft of the sequel, Kratos was originally going to die at Thor's hand. According to narrative director Matt Sophos, Thor would kill Kratos during their fight at the beginning of the game. Sophos explained in an interview with MinMax it wasn't a permanent death. He would get pulled out of hell essentially by Atreus, but it's now been 20 years have passed. However, this outline didn't stay around for long as it didn't feel right to the development team. Kratos has come back from death plenty of times in previous games. Sophos continued, as we were developing the story, we knew that we wanted it to be one about letting go and changing. Nothing is written that can't be unwritten. As long as you're willing to change, then you're not bound to fate. In God of War 2018, Kratos was prophesied to die, so if he had indeed perished, then that would have undermined the message of the game. God of War Ragnarok was one of the biggest games of 2022, having sold over 11 million copies so far, and was the overall 4th best-selling game of the year. It's still putting up numbers and was the 8th best-selling game of January 2023. Moving on, Bobby Kotick will reportedly stay on as CEO of Activision Blizzard if Microsoft's bid to acquire the company is blocked. This is according to unnamed sources and a Fox Business report. Microsoft has yet to confirm whether or not Kotick will retain his position at the company should the merger go through, though it was reported last year that the controversial CEO was set to leave the company after the deal was concluded. The proposed merger has faced stiff opposition from antitrust regulators concerned with the power imbalance that could be created by such a deal and its potential ramifications on consumers and market competitors alike. Despite these potential roadblocks, the Fox Business sources are reportedly confident that the deal will succeed and that, quote, the only regulatory body that really matters is the UK Competition and Markets Authority, or CMA. This is because, unlike regulating bodies in the US and other countries, there is no way for a company to challenge a CMA ruling through law. And so, the saga of the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard acquisition continues on and on and on. And finally today, Gran Turismo 7 will receive its version 1.29 update on February 21st, the day before PSVR 2 is released. The update will give GT7 full PSVR 2 support, excluding 2-player split-screen mode. With PSVR 2, you'll be able to access an exclusive VR showroom area from your garage, where you can check out all your cars up close and with different lighting settings. The update adds things I don't even understand, so I'll read from the official Gran Turismo website. Utilizing specially optimized HDR tone mapping, as well as foveated rendering from the eye tracking feature and dynamic 3D audio support, players will experience a whole new dimension of highly immersive gameplay. So there you go. The PSVR 2 update for Gran Turismo 7 is free and out February 21st.
Yes, sir.
And that is your Daily Fix for Tuesday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Later this week, FanFest returns to IGN. We'll have updates on Diablo 4, Redfall, Street Fighter 6, and so much more. Check it out starting this Friday, the 17th. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.
Happy Friday, everyone. We made it to another weekend, which means a new Last of Us episode. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Firaxis just announced Civilization 7 is in development, Ubisoft has a strategy game of its own out this week, and an update on why other games have gotten delayed, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are finally getting an update this month. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's dive right in. For all of our turn-based single-player strategy gamers, we have some great news for you. Firaxis has officially announced that Civilization 7 is in development. This shouldn't be a huge surprise considering how successful the first 6 games in Sid Meier's long-running series have been. This news came buried in the announcement that longtime studio lead Steve Martin will be stepping down with his former COO Heather Hazen taking over in his place. Hazen said, quote, "I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to carry on the studio's storied legacy, beginning with the announcement that Firaxis is in development on the next iteration of the legendary Civilization franchise." She also went on to say, "I'm lucky to be working with some of the best developers in our industry, and we have plans to take the Civilization franchise to exciting new heights for our millions of players around the world. In addition, we will continue to support Marvel's Midnight Suns with post-launch content and explore new creative projects for our teams." That call-out for Midnight Suns was most likely stated to share confidence in its players after Jake Solomon, the creative director and lead designer of the XCOM games and Marvel's Midnight Suns, left Firaxis after 23 years. Announced today in a tweet, Solomon said he only had positive feelings for his time at the studio and was only leaving to pursue a new passion. He said, "I love designing tactical turn-based games, but it's time for other, smarter people to push that space forward. My brain is on fire with the new thing. Time to go chase it." With Solomon leaving, this does mean that the 3 leading figures behind the XCOM franchise have all left. Solomon, Garth DeAngelis, the producer, and art director Greg Forge. But Solomon and Hazen seem confident in the team now holding up Firaxis, and we'll get a glimpse at what the team can do with Civilization 7. So we'll be sure to keep you updated on the game as we get more news. In other strategy game news, Ubisoft has quietly launched The Settlers: New Allies on PC. This wasn't exactly a surprise stealth release, but it wasn't exactly heavily publicized. New Allies is the first installment in 13 years, acting as a soft reboot with modern graphics and improvements while still keeping its classic real-time strategy mechanics. New Allies will also be hitting all other consoles on March 23rd, as well as Amazon Luna. Pre-orders go live on the 15th. As excited as RTS fans may be about this, Ubisoft didn't advertise New Allies at all and didn't make any real announcements for it. And it's not like Ubisoft had much else going on. A lot of games have been delayed and a bunch more just completely canceled. In yesterday's quarterly earnings call, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot told investors that their gaming cancellations were necessary to make room for all the games that remained. Okay, so maybe promote those games that are getting released. Anyways, Guillemot said that the cancellations left them with the right number of games and that those are progressing well with the goal of launching a lot of games in the financial year 2024. What the right number or a lot means remains unclear, but Guillemot noted that most of these games will have post-launch content and acknowledged it was important that talent and resources were able to meet those demands. Crunch culture remains an issue throughout the gaming industry, so if canceling the projects is one solution, so be it. Bite off as much as you can chew, I guess. Ubisoft probably has some surprises in store, but Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, The Division Resurgence, and Skull and Bones are all confirmed, and most of those are live service games that'll live or die by their post-launch content. We'll have to see what Ubisoft shows at the E3 event this year, which they've said they would attend if it happened. Someone should probably let them know that E3 is confirmed to be happening from June 13th to the 16th of this year. Speaking of supporting games, Nintendo has given us a sneak peek at what changes are coming to Pokémon Scarlet and Violet in the February update, though they haven't given an exact release date yet. This patch will include several bug fixes and a handful of quality of life adjustments that fans have been asking for. As outlined on Nintendo's website, the quality of life changes revolve around Pokemon boxes, making it easier to manage the status of all Pokemon in one place. From the Pokemon summary screen, players can now change the nicknames, markings, held items, and mark or ribbon-related titles, reorder moves, have the Pokemon remember or forget moves, and use TMs. The patch also makes it easier to swap out held items and move Pokemon in large quantities, and tell which Pokemon are in battle teams. The bug fixes address multiple major issues around Terra Raid battles and battles. You can read all the specific patch notes on their blog post, but Nintendo says that they would continue to update Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to address further issues in the future. But again, gave no release dates on when that would happen. So I guess keep an eye out sometime this month. And by this month, I mean in the next 11 days. Do you play Civilization? If so, are you excited that Civ 7 is in the works? Let us know, because I never got into those types of games, but it was always so fun to watch others play it. Does that make me uncivilized? I hope not. I'm Stella Chung, and now that you're all caught up on the news, check out my video detailing all the updates in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 Season 2. It's a lot of twos. And tune into IGN tomorrow for more of our ongoing FanFest event. Be sure to download the IGN app, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and of course, for all things gaming, keep it right here at IGN.
My father's grave lies on an island to the east. Do not mistake my mother's statue of Thor with that monstrous eyesore to the south.
What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, some long-lost photos of a 1999 Smash Bros. Live event have been unearthed, winter has come for Multiversus, and at least one publisher says it will be at E3 this year. This is your Daily Fix. When Super Smash Bros. Made its debut in 1999, Nintendo devised creative ways to promote it to gamers. That effort included a bizarre yet amusing real-life slugfest with fighters wearing Nintendo costumes called Slamfest 99. And now some sleuths on Reddit have uncovered high-quality photos of the event, showcasing how this early high-concept gaming event went down. This IRL Super Smash Bros. Exhibition took place in Las Vegas at the beginning of 1999 in front of a live audience. The event has been something of a legend in online gaming communities. Vice previously reported on efforts to find media back in 2020, but not much came from it. During the event, the fighters in Nintendo costumes would duke it out, with the referee determining which of the characters from the Smash Bros. Lineup had the upper hand. Not only did it feature some fairly high-end cosplay for Pikachu, Mario, Yoshi, and Donkey Kong, the very same ones from the famous N64 commercial, it was also broadcast on the internet for fans to watch online. Recently, Reddit user Bozo SSB posted a treasure trove of photos showcasing the event and what happened behind the curtain. These photos were taken by an Ed Espinoza while working at the event. The photos are of a surprisingly high quality considering they're almost 25 years old and have been hidden away until now. What remains unclear is which Nintendo character actually won Slamfest 99. Here's hoping video of the event is found someday. Moving on, remember Multiversus? Chances are you don't. While the fighting game started strong last summer with 150,000 online players on Steam, that player count has dropped over 99% in just 7 months. With content drops and seasonal updates sporadic, interest in Multiversus has subsided considerably. These numbers come from the SteamDB online database, which tracks Steam Games activity and how many active users are engaged. At the time of this taping, Multiversus on PC has fewer than 800 players in the game. Multiversus was initially popular due to its Smash Bros. Style take on various Warner Bros. IPs, mainly DC superheroes and villains, Cartoon Network characters, the various Looney Tunes, and even Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. The roster is certainly eclectic, and therein lies its charm. Multiversus backs that up with rock-solid fighting mechanics too. However, what could be the cause for Multiversus' dip in players is the infrequent content drops, which is a common problem that many live service games slip into, even heavy hitters like Destiny 2 and Apex Legends. Multiversus is still on track for more content updates as it continues into its second season, which added Marvin the Martian. The most recent update came in January, adding a special Lunar New Year event, a Scooby's Mansion stage, and general quality of life updates. Season 3 was previously set to roll out in February, however it was delayed till March 31st. Though no official news has been shared about what will be added in detail, we can expect to see characters and stages added to the game. If you've played Multiversus in the past, chances are you aren't playing it anymore. Let me know what might bring you back in the comments. And finally today, while Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo may not be a part of E3 2023, Ubisoft said it will be at the show if it happens, which is a hilarious qualifier to me. On Ubisoft's Q3 2022-23 investors call today, CEO Yves Guillemot responded to a question asking if the company planned to attend the event in person this year to show its games. Guillemot said, "If E3 happens, we will be there and we will have a lot of things to show." Dude, E3 is supposed to be just 4 months away and you aren't even sure if it's happening? Now, IGN reported last month that the Big Three won't have a presence on the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor, leaving the significance of this year's E3 event in doubt. While Ubisoft hasn't formally announced its plans yet, it seems the company will have some sort of in-person presence based on Guillemot's comment, if E3 happens. Ubisoft's lineup has a lot of question marks as we head deeper into 2023. The company recently delayed Skull and Bones for the 6th time and canceled 3 unannounced titles amid major challenges in the industry. We're also still waiting to hear more about Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which was already delayed once. Guillemot tried to calm investor worries about Ubisoft's lineup on today's call, saying Ubisoft will launch a lot of games in its next financial year. E3 is set to return for its first in-person event since 2019, but the shape the event will take is still up in the air. The show will be produced by the organizers of PAX, New York Comic Con, and Star Wars Celebration, marking a new approach for the show. It's supposed to take place June 13th to the 16th, We shall see. And that is your Daily Fix for Thursday, February 16th. Tomorrow, FanFest returns to IGN. We'll have updates on Diablo 4, Redfall, Street Fighter 6, and so much more. Check it out Friday the 17th and Saturday the 18th. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.
The lives of men mean nothing to the gods.
I know, Father.
You know. But do you listen?
Yes.
Good.
Congratulations on making it to Wednesday. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's Fix, Sony has revealed the PlayStation Plus games coming to the premium and extra tiers later this month. The composer for Atomic Heart is making a generous donation to Ukraine, and Power Wash Simulator is continuing its ridiculous game crossovers by letting us clean up the streets of Final Fantasy VII. Let's dive in. Sony has revealed even more games coming to the PS Plus service later this month if you have the higher premium and extra tiers. Starting February 21st, Horizon Forbidden West, The Quarry, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Outriders, Scarlet Nexus, Borderlands 3, Tekken 7, Ace Combat 7, Earth Defense Force 5, Oninaki, Lost Sphere, I Am Setsuna, and The Forgotten City will be available for premium and extra subscribers. But we're not done yet. Classic games coming to the premium tier include PlayStation 1 titles The Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms 2, Harvest Moon Back to Nature, and the PS4 remake of Destroy All Humans. That's a lot of games, so I won't break down each one, but here's a few that we think you should play. Horizon Forbidden West came out in February 2022 and is a fantastic follow-up to 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn. We gave it a near-perfect 9 out of 10, praising the combat and creature designs. It's just a shame that, like its predecessor, it came out a week before the biggest game of that year stole all its thunder, Elden Ring. No doubt Forbidden West's edition is to get people ready for the Burning Shores expansion out April 19th. If you're looking for a horror movie that you can play, there's The Quarry from Supermassive Games.
Right behind you. I'm ready.
It's not as good as Until Dawn, its first title in that anthology series, but it's definitely got that B-movie summer camp vibe that's super cheesy and honestly kind of funny to play through. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard marks a significant change to the RE formula by being first person and set in one relatively small location with incredibly detailed, almost photorealistic graphics. It's also the beginning of a new story arc in the series and a great starting point for those wanting to get in on this franchise for the first time. The Forgotten City is a mystery role-playing game set in the ancient Roman Empire. The game features strong writing and a compelling story which earned the development team BAFTA and DICE nominations. Fun fact, the game originally started as a Skyrim mod before being completely remade into a standalone game. And if you're looking for something a little more retro, The Legend of Dragoon is a JRPG from 1999 that features classic turn-based JRPG combat, but with some twists like combos and QTE-style timed button presses. Are you going to play any of these titles? Let me know in the comments. In other news, composer Mick Gordon, who worked on Atomic Heart, will be donating his fee to the Red Cross's Ukraine Crisis Appeal to help those affected by the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia. In his Twitter post, Gordon said, quote, "My musical contribution to #AtomicHeart will also support a greater cause. I've donated my fee to @RedCrossAU's Ukraine Crisis Appeal to stand in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. If you're able to, please consider donating. Together, we can make a difference. #SupportUkraine. Atomic Heart is a shooter set in a Soviet-era alternate timeline and is out February 20th. And finally, if you're done cleaning Lara Croft Manor, head on over to Midgar because that's a city that could use some serious scrubbing, especially after Sector 7 collapsed. Via a Square Enix blog post, the latest free update to Power Wash Simulator sees you, quote, clearing up the mess made by Midgar's usual suspects. Don Corneo's lackeys, Professor Hojo's specimens, and Heidegger's dangerous tech. You'll also be working with members of both Avalanche and Shinra in cleaning up Midgar starting March 2nd. And that's it for today's Daily Fix. I'm Stella Chung, and I want to know what PS Plus games you're playing. And also, what famous video game location do you want to clean up in the next update to Power Wash Simulator? I honestly would pick Dead Space. And also, don't forget later this week is IGN FanFest, where we'll have interviews with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood, previews of upcoming games and movies, and even some giveaways. IGN FanFest runs from Friday, February 16th to Saturday the 17th. And as always, follow IGN on all of your social channels and stick with us for the latest gaming news.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Akeem, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we get our first look at Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn in Joker 2, an update on the Spider-Man 4 movie, and the Calvin and Hobbes creator is working on an adult-themed graphic novel. Yeah, let's drop it. All right, now we know what Lady Gaga is doing in the upcoming sequel to the Joker movie, with director Todd Phillips giving us our first look at the singer-slash-actress in action alongside Joaquin Phoenix. Now, posted on Valentine's Day, we've got the two star-crossed lovers gazing into each other's psychotic eyes, with Phoenix in full-on Joker makeup and Gaga wearing a sweater with what appears to be blood dripping from her nose. Now, Lady Gaga is presumed to be portraying Harley Quinn, but in the image shown, it appears this might be a bit early on in the film, with her serving the role of Dr. Harley Quinzel. Now, Harley was originally the psychiatrist for Joker at Arkham Asylum until she fell madly in love with the menacing maniac. Now, this photo... of both Joker and Harley comes just a couple of months after Phillips revealed this first look at the actor looking rather emaciated, receiving a shave. Now, filming is happening currently in LA and New York, with a premiere date in 2024 on October 4th. Now, the movie Falling Out Due falls into James Gunn's recently announced DC Elseworlds category. And according to Peter Safran, quote, the bar is going to be very high for projects to be outside the DCU, the Elseworlds projects, but every now and then there will be something that lives up to that. And the Joker 2 is looking like it'll be a worthy contender come October 2024. In other news, those Marvel writers are looking to get Tom Holland suited up yet again, with Kevin Feige revealing that work on a fourth Spider-Man movie has begun. Now, talking to EW, Feige dropped some hints at what his team has in store, saying, quote, all I will say is that we have the story. We have big ideas for that, and our writers are just putting pen to paper now. So while it's likely a ways away, the MCU writers are currently drumming away at weaving yet another amazing Spider-Man tale for our friendly neighborhood superhero. And finally, if you're old enough to remember and appreciate the Calvin and Hobbes comic strips, you'll love what the creator is currently whipping up for adults.
Yes, sir.
Now, Bill Watterson is currently working on an adult graphic novel titled The Mysteries, described as a fable for grown-ups, exploring what lies beyond human understanding. Now, the publisher's description reads, quote, hoping to end the torment, the king dispatches his knights to discover the source of the mysterious events. Years later, a single battered knight returns. Ooh, very spooky. Now, definitely a departure from that old comic strip about that stuffed tiger hanging out with a frickin' kid. Yeah, and The Mysteries hit shelves October 10th. Also, before you tune out, you gotta tune into IGN Fan Fest this February 17th and 18th. Now, we're showcasing exclusive clips from some of the hottest games, movies, and shows coming out this year, along with interviewing some heavy hitters in both the games and entertainment industry, responsible for bringing the content you enjoy to life. So tune in to IGN Fan Fest this weekend, wherever you like to watch IGN. And that was your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.
Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a great Super Bowl weekend. If you don't watch football, then I hope you had a fantastic The Last of Us weekend. In today's fix, Microsoft admits Game Pass lowers game sales, Dead Island 2's release date changed again, and Dead Space was the best-selling game of January. I'm Stella Chung, your Fix host for every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so let's get into it. the Game Pass deals as much as everyone else, getting day one AAA titles for the price of one subscription. But Microsoft just admitted that tactic has led to a decline in game sales. As reported by GI.biz, Microsoft had included that confirmation in their UK Competition and Markets Authority's provisional report on their proposed $69 billion merger with Activision Blizzard. Within that 277-page document was a small paragraph that revealed Microsoft submitted an internal analysis to the government body that showed a redacted % decline in base game sales 12 months following their addition on Game Pass. While this may seem obvious to some of you, I can already hear the comments going, well, no. This statement actually clashes with remarks made by Xbox boss Phil Spencer back in 2018. Spencer had claimed that adding titles to Game Pass actually boosted sales. So I guess this updated statement in Microsoft's provisional report is the official stance currently. The Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger is still up in the air as antitrust regulators across the world are scrutinizing the move. Earlier this month, the European Union reportedly presented Microsoft with a formal antitrust warning regarding the deal, while across the pond, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission is seeking to block the merger with a lawsuit of its own. We're still keeping an eye on the merger movement and will keep you updated with further developments. For once, the infamous Dead Island 2's release date has moved up. After a long history of fans worrying if this game was ever going to come out, developer Dambuster Studios and publisher Deep Silver have announced that Dead Island 2's release date has been moved up 1 week. The official Twitter account for Dead Island tweeted, "You asked for it, you got it. Dead Island 2 went gold and it's coming out a week early. See you in LA on April 21st, 2023. Dead Island 2 was originally scheduled to release February 3rd, but was delayed to April 28th prior to this recent development. A big reason for this push-up may be due to Star Wars Jedi Survivor announcing their own delay to April 28th from its original date of March 17th. So, to avoid launching on the same day, Dead Island most likely chose to move their date up. Smart move. So, finally, after Dead Island 2's reveal at E3 2014, it is finally coming out. Will you be playing it? The Dead Space remake has been a hit, and in my opinion, stands as one of the best horror game remakes ever. But enough about my opinion. Few major opinions known by speaking with their wallets. The NPD Group revealed that Dead Space was the best-selling new video game in the US in January. It took second place in that best-selling list as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 held first place again, marking 4 months in a row at the top.
Along with Dead Space, the other top 20 bestsellers included new titles Fire Emblem Engage in 5th place,
Forspoken at 7th, and One Piece Odyssey in 9th. Along with these new titles, The Last of Us Part 1 got a jump in the chart as the new HBO show fueled more game sales, pushing the remake from 36th place to 11th. Dead Space's debut, putting it in 2nd place overall, means it had a much better start in life than the Callisto Protocol, which actually debuted in 17th place on NPD sales chart and disappeared from the top 20 list only 1 month after its release. We'll have to see how February sales pan out, but hopefully Dead Space can continue to do well since it did an incredible job of bringing its original story and gameplay to modern-day standards. What Game Pass games have you played this year? And will you be playing Dead Island 2 after it finally releases? Let us know in the comments. I'm Stella Chung, and now that you're all caught up on gaming news, mark your calendars to tune in to IGN on February 17th and 18th because IGN FanFest is returning with exclusive trailers, reveals, interviews, and more surprises for your favorite upcoming games like Diablo 4, Redfall, Street Fighter 6, and so much more. Oh, and be sure to download the IGN app, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and of course, for all things gaming, keep it right here at IGN. Thank God it's Friday, we made it to the weekend. And we get a new episode of The Last of Us tonight instead of Sunday night. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Nintendo admitted Switch sales are unlikely to grow at the same pace as before. Genshin Impact developers released a statement regarding the disturbing behavior on one of their voice actors, and Sonic Origins Plus has been rated in Korea, meaning it might be real. We've got a mixed bag of news, so let's just get to explaining it all. Even though Nintendo upped their production for the upcoming release of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo has admitted their Switch sales are unlikely to grow at the same pace going forward. Can you believe the Switch has been on the market for 6 years now? Crazy. After its financial results were released earlier this month, Nintendo shared the English version of its investors Q&A session. In this session, Nintendo director and president Shuntaro Furukawa said Nintendo is still hopeful that sales could increase, however, through the launch of new games like The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, or from customers buying a second console. Furukawa also went on to say, "We are seeing both new demand and multiple system demand for the hardware, so we think there is still room for growth in sales. To that end, we want to maintain a high level of engagement with the hardware and create new demand, not only by releasing new titles, but also by working further to convey the appeal of existing titles." So it doesn't seem a Switch Pro or any new consoles in the works anytime soon. The Switch is still doing really well for Nintendo, having surpassed 122 million units sold, becoming the third best selling console of all time. Also, Nintendo usually keeps our consoles for around 5 to 6 years, so this isn't completely unusual, especially when you consider the Switch OLED model has only been on the market for a little over a year. Just in case you're not caught up with Genshin news, let me break down what's been going on. I do want to issue a trigger warning for sexual abuse and self-harm before I go into details. The English voice actor for Genshin Impact's character, Tighnari, Elliot Gindi, has been accused of grooming underage fans, transphobic behavior, and emotional abuse by moderators of his Twitch and Discord server. The accusations were listed in a 21-page Google document containing screenshots of multiple victims who were asked for inappropriate photos and videos, pursuing relationships with underage individuals, sending sexual content, and so much more. Those accusations were confirmed to be true by Gindi, who admitted that the chat logs and screenshots of evidence of his behavior were in fact real. In his Quit Longer apology post, Gindi confirmed that he engaged in emotional manipulation by threatening suicide if victims came forward. Following this, Genshin Impact's developer, Hoyoverse, has issued a statement to Games Radar Plus saying, "We deeply regret the harm and damage that happened to our fans, gamers, community, and anyone affected. Both our internal teams and external partners, including our voice acting studio, have been working together on an urgent solution. And we will keep you posted on the progress." So it seems Genshin may be considering recasting Gindi, but there has been no confirmation yet. But we'll be sure to keep you updated on the situation as Genshin comes to a conclusion on how to handle this. Sonic Origins may be getting an enhanced re-release. The Game Rating and Administration Committee of Korea has given Sonic Origins Plus a rating. Sonic Origins was a 2022 release of a collection of the first 4 remastered platform games in the Sonic the Hedgehog series for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive. This compilation was released for PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series X and S and the One, and Nintendo Switch and PC. We're not quite sure what Sonic Origins Plus means, especially with little to no information on what this title would include, but it could be a new collection of remastered games. If we've got any Sonic fans watching, I'm really curious. What Sonic games would you like to see remastered for today? Do you have a Nintendo Switch? And how many of you ended up upgrading to the OLED model? I have one, so let me know if you also joined me in the upgrade. I'm Stella Chung, and now that you're all caught up on gaming news, be sure to tune in to IGN on February 17th and 18th, because IGN Fan Fest is returning with exclusive trailers, reveals, interviews, and more surprises. We'll have updates on Diablo 4, Redfall, Street Fighter 6, and so much more. After you mark your calendars, be sure to download the IGN app, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and of course, for all things gaming, visit right here at IGN. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you're all recovering well from that massive Nintendo Direct we had yesterday. I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Tears of the Kingdom will have the biggest file size of any Switch game and cost the most. A new study shows that video games do not make you dumb, unlike what your parents say, and the original Metroid Prime's developer is unhappy about doors. Let's get to it. Nintendo showed us a brand new trailer for The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and now we have more information that the sequel has the biggest file size of any first-party Nintendo Switch game, which is even larger than Breath of the Wild. Reddit user Bob spotted the base file size of Tears of the Kingdom coming in at 18.2 gigabytes. This was confirmed on the Nintendo eShop. So, to put this into comparison, Breath of the Wild had a file size of 14.4 gigabytes. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had 14.38, and Fire Emblem Engage had 12.68 gigabytes. Tears of the Kingdom having a larger file size than even its predecessor will most likely mean it's going to be a bigger game, which is going to be super exciting for Zelda fans. But this also means that the cartridge itself may need to be bigger in capacity than other Switch cards. That most likely contributes to the $70 price tag attached to it as the first Nintendo Switch exclusive to go above $60. The Nintendo eShop briefly listed Tears of the Kingdom before the Nintendo Direct, but quickly took it down. But Tears of the Kingdom is now available for pre-order at Best Buy for $70. Since Pikmin 4 is listed at $60, which is set to release months after Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo is most likely pricing its big games on a case-by-case basis instead of making all future titles $70. Are you going to be pre-ordering Tears of the Kingdom? That video games don't make us dumb or hurt our learning abilities. But now there's new research that might actually help back up our claims and let us game just 5 more minutes longer. In a study funded by the National Science Foundation, researchers studied the gaming habits of 160 diverse urban public school preteen students who played an average of 2.5 hours daily, up to 4.5 hours. In conducting this study, the researchers looked for any association between the students' video game play and the performance on the standardized Cognitive Ability Test 7, aka COG-AT, which evaluates verbal, quantitative, and nonverbal spatial skills. Nate Jadala, professor in the School of Teaching and Learning at Illinois State University, and the study's lead investigator said, quote, "Overall, neither duration of play nor choice of video game genres has significant correlations with the COG-AT measures. That result shows no direct linkage between video game playing and cognitive performance despite what had been assumed." The main takeaway from this study was that the results don't show any real detriment to children's cognitive development, except the fact that time spent gaming is time spent away from tackling homework. Jia Zhang, associate professor at the University of Houston College of Education and a member of the research team, stated, "When it comes to video games, finding common ground between parents and young kids is tricky enough. At least now we understand that finding balance in childhood development is the key, and there's no need for us to over-worry about video gaming. So keep up with your homework, figure out how to balance your time accordingly, and you're probably going to be able to convince your parents to play just a little bit longer on school nights." Metroid Prime Remastered surprise dropped for the Nintendo Switch after the Direct yesterday, and while many fans were over the moon about being able to play this the same day, one developer had a
Boy, what did I tell you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask. beach over here. Another cipher piece. I'll see what I can fit together. Well,
Well, what?
the brazier?
If you must. Boy, over here.
Sir. Kvekia.
Well done, boys. What do you want?
To thank you.
These dead reavers drowned.
See you, Daddy.
Have you seen only... Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful. Maybe the next one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Beacon Beach over here.
Come, boy.
Huh. Neat.
Come.
So what'd you find out there? Come back soon with more crap you found. Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella,
Boy,
Okay.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
no.
What can I get you, you little fart? What's it gonna be? So, you sticking around for grains of wisdom? Something for the boy? What next? Yeah, boy? What else? What'll it be, Shorty? You again? Always a pleasure. Now fuck right along. Let's get you squared away then. What the fuck ever.
Look here.
Veithergar. Southern outposts of the Dwarven King. Dwarven King? Have you ever heard of a Dwarven King?
No.
Come on in, then. So much for peace and quiet. Say the word, kid. What more you need? Son? What'd you forget? Don't let her get too thirsty now. Kid, got something else in mind? Go get him, mister. Make you something? You hitting the road or chewing the fat?
snake he's holding? A world serpent?
Too small.
Yeah, but maybe Thor's just really big?
Unlikely.
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine. Boy.
Kveikja.
Another spirit who wants something from us.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with...
We cannot...
I know that.
Is there... Oh.
Wait!
Deal.
Thank...
You are learning.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything... around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching the peak.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others.
both